Anybody seen the video of Tommy Lee's dog getting picked up by a coyote and taken away? Watch this. This is crazy, guys. This is insane here. Now, this happens really, really quick. Go over this again in slow motion replay. Tommy Lee, super rich guy, Motley Crue drummer. At least the dog's okay and survived. Yes, I want to be very clear. The dog survived, so we're not watching a dog get killed or anything like that. This story has a happy ending. I was going to tell them that, Queen. But you guys like to spoil all the surprises, man. I'm going to actually slow it down because it happens so fast. Let's make it 70.
A coyote charges.
Look at that.
Rocker.
So right there, this is the coyote. That coyote grabs his dog. I'm not sure what kind of dog it was, but I'm sure it's a small, like, Pomeranian or Chihuahua or something like that. And then watch how quickly he runs off with it.
Tommy Lee's little dog's in his backyard. His wife, Brittany, screams in terror.
Now, there's something interesting here. If you watch where she follows the dog, this woman, first off, this Tommy Lee should have been the one chasing, not the lady. But I guess you could tell who loves the dogs more. It was her. Dodson, I know, terrifying stuff, right? Like, just how quickly this all happens. But I want you to watch Tommy Lee's wife and how much of a goat she is.
After Rocker, Tommy Lee's little dog
She comes out.
Backyard. His wife, Brittany, screams in terror. One pooch escapes, but the coyote chomps down on Nina, the little dachshund.
It was a
His wife
dachshund.
chases after the predator with the pooch still in its clutches. Tommy Lee rushes outside.
Sorry, by the way, yeah, the screaming is obnoxious. I'm sorry, but I guess, you know, you can't blame the lady. She was in a panic. But for anybody who doesn't know what a dachshund looks like, oh my God, this is going to be such a pain to try to spell. I think it's like this. There, okay, I close enough. But these are dachshund. Like, they're the little hot dog dogs, okay? They're actually incredibly expensive, super adorable, kind of a little vicious sometimes, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, animal abuse triggers me. I had to know the dog was okay. This would be much more upsetting for me. I wouldn't show you guys like a video of a tragedy like that without warning you ahead of time. I was gonna be like, surprise, you know, everything worked well. Screaming probably helped, honestly. Yeah, you know what, Dodson? Maybe in this situation, yeah. That's a good point, because it probably overstimulated the coyote, and the coyote was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, that's why animals instinctively start screaming too, like rabbits and stuff. There's Tommy Lee.
Oh my God, a coyote grabbed me!
Oh my God. Fortunately, this scare has a happy ending. Brittany, who married Tommy 5 years ago, posted, I climbed
Damn. Good for you, Tommy.
up the wall and grabbed her
She's
out of its mouth.
a bombshell.
Coyote couldn't make it over the wall with her. Here's Nina today, safe,
Oh,
enjoying special doggy treats after her frightening ordeal.
She's okay, guys. It was a scary day.
It's reminding many of this scary incident when a coyote chased down a chihuahua in the backyard.
oh my God, that looks like my dog. That looks like Rocky.
Pet Chico still in its jaws.
See, this is why, like, if you live in areas, right? If you live in areas where stuff like this happens, like, you also have to know, like, yeah, first off, Tommy Lee's wife is a freaking G for stopping that and getting her dog back. But luckily, that fence was high enough. I bet you that fence is going to be a lot higher now, if I had to guess. Tommy Lee's probably going to have that fence, like, put up even higher now. But you never think that a coyote is going to come into your yard and take your dog, right? But here's the thing, like, even if that guy had the dog on a leash or something, that coyote's not getting away with that, because it's going to run. As soon as it hits the leash, it's going to let him go because he knows he can't take the dog anymore. So if not for anything else, leash the dog. I'm hoping my Scottishness takes some of the sadness away. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I just thought this was such a crazy story. Sometimes we cover, you know, real life stuff in here, and sometimes that involves like people being a little bit sad. But yeah, this one's hard because this is exactly what my dog looks like.
They took Chico! Oh my God.
The homeowner frantically blasted an air horn to scare the coyote, which did the trick.
Oh yeah!
Chico escaped. It happened just 5 miles away.
Get an air horn, baby, especially if you live in these scary environments. Tell me, in your situation, is this scarier? Definitely live in an area where this happens all the time. We used to have them casually walking down our street most of the time. There were more scared and not trying to attack anyone. I think, yeah, because they're opportunistic. So if you leave the dog, yeah, like the air horn did it. So if you guys see a coyote, just go, get away from my dog. We can laugh because these all had happy endings. What sudden loud noises definitely can help. Yeah, I think it overstimulates the animal. You made a good point there, E-Dodge. And I think that what happened in this story in particular is that, the coyote realized it wasn't getting over the fence, and that he probably felt scared of the lady. The lady's a lot bigger than him. I don't think she was going to go hand-to-hand combat with him. But you see, like, if you look over to the side here, you can see this is a big wall here. So he probably got in through like a little hole in the side or over the fence. Easy for the coyote to get in, harder for him to get out with a squirming little dog in his mouth. And I'm sure the dog was like yelping too. I don't know if we could hear that on there, but I have foxes in my area. And we would never let the dog out by himself because there are foxes. I don't think the fox would be able to. I think the dog would put up a decent fight against the fox. And then in the comments on this, everybody's saying, this is why it's so pointless to have small dogs. Get a real dog. I'm like, that's a real dog, you idiot. It's a real dog. You never think anything like this is going to happen. So tell me, do you guys think this is scarier or is this scarier? Okay, trigger warning for this one. The pet doesn't make it in this one, okay? So I just want to let you know if you're not going to be okay with the cat not making it, just click off for about 10 minutes and then come back and we'll probably be done talking about it. But I get coyotes, bears, deers, fisher cats, foxes in my yard. Wow. I hope, you better have a big dog, but even a big dog would be crazy. But check this out. All right, so we're going to start this over, but this cat, this cougar, constantly stalking outside of your house at all times. It's probably one of the scariest things ever, especially the nighttime part.
Get out of here.
It'd been barely enough time to calm down before their panic returned to an all-time high, and the anxiety hasn't leveled off. Just 9 hours after a frightening wildlife encounter that was deadly for their family pet, the cougar responsible came back.
Was still acting very menacingly, so.
Look at, just look at the cat outside the door at nighttime.
9 hours after a frightening wildlife encounter that was deadly for their family pet, the cougar responsible came.
Look, just that imagery right there would scare the crap out of me, knowing that you can't leave your house without fearing that there's a cougar out there waiting to jump on you. And he's back because he probably went and took the cat and left and then ate it. Now he's coming back to see if there's any other cats to eat. That's the kind of but I mean, at the same time, guys, okay, even though I know this is sad, you have to think about the reality. Yeah, he is hungry. Look how skinny he is. This is the reality, right? We build where they live. Their habitats are constantly getting crunched up more and more. And I know people are like, oh, just go shoot the cougars, kill the cougars, evil cougar returning for more food. I know. That is a scary imagery right there, though. The dark background and then the cat just right up on that window. There's something about that is incredibly haunting to me. Would you rather have the cougar lurking outside of your house, or would you rather have the coyote trying to get one of your dogs when you drop your guard? His food supply is running out and he's risking his life for food. Exactly, and that's the problem, Daddy Scamby. It's easy to sit here and say this cougar is menacing, even though that's exactly what she said. He was just there menacingly, when in reality, he's just desperately trying to survive. And why is he trying to survive? Because we build on places where there should be nature preserves. And I'm not talking about like nature preserves where we can just walk through. It's not just pets, they can attack people too, right? Yes, E-Dodge, and there has been reports of cougar attacks, even leading to people being killed by cougars, I believe. I think one lady in California, especially in California, you California people, be careful, especially if you're walking in the Hollywood Hills. They can try to capture it. I think this cat has not been captured as far as I know. This is 2 weeks ago, so maybe they caught it by now, but the last time I read, the cat was still on the run. I have the volume off. Are you done with the cat? Yeah, we could be done with the cat, but I just wanted to point that out. This is, that was crazy too. That was crazy too.